guys, it's the Cody Live Podcast, Sports Edition. We're bringing you something new on Friday nights. We're starting it off right. Tonight, we have Doug and Dan from Enterprize Athletics. They're NIL agents, and those guys are freaking awesome, let me tell you. We'll bring them on here in a second. Also, we got Roman Wilson, Michigan wide receiver, Big Ten champ. We did the interview last weekend, and it went awesome. But yeah, we'll bring the first guest to the show, get her started quick. We got Doug and Dan in the building from Enterprise Athletics. Introduce yourself, say what's up.
Yo. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Cody, thank you for having me, by the way.
Oh, no problem. It was awesome last Saturday conducting business with you guys. You know, with the NIL, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I think it's new to everybody doing it. So
yeah, it was like the West. It's been the Wild West for a little bit. So I think we're starting to finally turn the corner of actually knowing what this stuff is.
Right. Yeah. So with that, what's up?
I said, Cody, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. We'll get into the questions right away. Just I know a lot of people have questions about the NIL. It's new to everybody. You know, you got some for it, some against it. I kind of just want to get into kind of the background of what you guys do. You know, what do you guys do as far as work as NIL agents for the athletes?
Yeah, so we've started this back last July, I would say, but I've been pursuing it pretty aggressively the last 4 months. Basically looking for sponsorships, endorsement deals for any type of athlete that we have on our program. You know, whether that's autograph signings, whether that's, endorsement deals for small companies. I mean, we've been doing pretty much everything. Dan can attest to that. You know, we're at the office every day grinding.
Yeah, I mean, it's athletes from all levels, from, I mean, as big as Michigan to college basketball players as big as Kansas to, Division III, Division II, whatever it may be. We're looking for deals for everybody. So, yeah,
Right.
Been great. You know, it's been a very interesting path. It's been a learning experience, but, we're figuring it out.
Right. I guess I gotta ask how to get started. Like, what was the main idea behind it? Was it with the NIL just coming out, just kind of something that you wanted to pursue for years, or was it some kind of new idea? Or
no, I mean, listen, no, we started. Cody, let's rewind a little bit. Let's take it back. Let's go back 3 years to when this whole thing started. So this is the company right here. Enterprise Sports is the company. We started it in my mom's basement as an idea. It was originally going to be a podcast. We did sports content. We did funny content, which we still do. Open tomorrow in Philly. We'll be down there probably doing stuff with the insanely passionate Philadelphia fans. So we'll be down there tomorrow. So originally started as a content company. And then, the NIL stuff started last July, and we were like, how could we attack it? And in the beginning we were just bringing athletes on our name. And then we just, as time went on, we figured out what we could do and what we couldn't do. So each state's different. And here we are.
Right. Anything you got to add, Doug?
No, I mean, pretty much covered it all. Like I said, just exactly how Dan stated it. I mean, the NIL stuff just been pretty crazy the last 4 months. Pursuing, we're adding different athletes like every day almost. So, from every school, Notre Dame, Stanford, UCLA, you name it. We have kids from like almost every Division I school. So.
Right. I've been seeing it, Georgia. I just saw the Georgia running back you guys mentioned last weekend. I'm like, wow, man, these guys are really, business is picking up. And yeah, I think it's a great thing. What were you saying? I mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I said we got 5-star recruits. We got guys from the class of 2023, 2022. And then we have guys, on current rosters. I mean, it literally varies, and the rules don't change. I mean, we have a legal team on our side that reviews all the NIL regulations state by state. So like that helps as well, because everyone's still so new to this, right? So it's like nobody can really tell you they're a veteran of NIL and NIL regulations. So it's still so new to everybody, even if they tell you otherwise.
Right. And I will say business ran really, I have a past in music, and business ran smoother at what we did Saturday than anything I've done business-wise, as far as just, I mean, the event kind of ran itself in a way. I mean, for the most part, I mean, the representation was there. Nobody really, it was just smooth all the way around. And that was something surprising, especially for something new that just came out as far as like the NIL. That's very surprising. You just don't know what to expect.
And that was your first big like sports interview, right?
Yeah, that was my first big sports interview or signing. I've never hosted a signing. It's always usually been music events, and I'm just now starting to get into that side of things, and I want to do it more after that. I'm like, yeah, I got my first taste. Let's go. And I
Absolutely.
love what it represents, though, because you hear it even from Roman talking to him before, and just how the athletes, because he lived through before the NIL days, just
Yeah.
how athletes were starving, man. Like, how do you even have a job at McDonald's when you're constantly at practice, or you know what I'm saying? You can't. It's just not. I don't know how the hell they did it.
You can't really do anything, and then like that's why the NIL is so big now. So like any type of deal these guys get, they're taking, and it's just like you want to look out for them in the best interest. There's some companies out there, obviously, trying to take advantage of these kids, but that should never happen, right? The NCAA has taken advantage of the kids a little bit throughout the year, so it's like we're looking at their best interest, trying to find them the most deals that we can get, and really just moving forward, getting relationships with these athletes is really the biggest thing too. You know what I mean?
Right. And
Building
I
a bond.
saw it was pretty cool. Like Roman gave you guys the tour of, the campus. I saw the Instagram of you guys walking into the big house. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Cool. I want to be there when it's a packed house, though. It looks nuts.
Yeah. Yep. I usually make about two or three non-conference and then one conference a year. And those conference games are nuts.
It's got
I
to be
mean,
100,000 screaming.
I'm going to be completely honest. I mean, the stadium's great. A little too cold for me, but it was awesome stadium.
Yeah, yeah. That's what makes the spring game nice, because you could actually visit it. I mean, not this year, but you could actually visit it most times, and it's 60, 70 degrees. In the fall, that gets cold.
How many people does that stadium hold, by the way?
I think 107,000 is what
Okay.
we've capped out at.
Pretty sure
I
it's
know we had a few more for the Notre Dame game a few years back under the lights. I know we had a few more that we packed in there, but I think 107 is capacity.
That's
Game.
nuts.
Michigan game. I mean, I was a Notre Dame fan. Still kind of am, but yeah, I remember Michigan pulling that one out. It was a great game.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That would have been the Denard Robinson, wouldn't it? That last.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that comeback. I guess it kind of leads in, with the Roman link. How do you link up with Roman, or how do you actually link up with athletes? How do you go about getting an athlete to come, and kind of persuade them to go to Enterprise, or
Well, listen. I mean, it's what is the biggest thing in the world today? It's probably social media. So Instagram has allowed us to just about connect with college athletes all across the country, and it's been a game changer. It's, shooting them messages, shooting them emails, and it's basically that easy. I mean, you can connect with anybody, and if you're looking to grow a company or looking to grow yourself, in music, like you're doing and stuff like that, it's there's so many platforms now where you can do that and reach out to all different people.
right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the same way, reaching out through DMs. Like Roman Wilson had a good point. Going back to last week, like athletes are lying if they don't check their DMs. These guys, NIL's fresh in their head. They're checking their DMs. So like that's the best way to reach out to these guys. Throw them an offer, tell them what you have to offer, see if they like it. If they like it, that's where you go from there.
Right. I feel that. And that's kind of have you guys had people actually contact you, or is it usually the other way around? How does that normally work? And how should an athlete, like an up and coming athlete, maybe looking to get into something like this, maybe from a smaller school, maybe Division 1, how should they approach you when wanting an NIL?
We have an application process. I mean, they can go right into our Instagram page and they can click on the link and it'll take them to they fill out a whole survey and they put all information in. We do it, and it's basically that. But I mean, you could DM us as well. I mean, yeah, we got a ton of DMs as well with people that are interested. We got another kid from Michigan, I believe. What was it yesterday, Doug?
Yeah, Iman Dennis. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah,
guys are just snagging them up, aren't you?
It's crazy.
The Alabama guys were getting a lot of this too.
Yeah. Well, Saban don't have to pay him now. Whoops, did I say that out loud?
Saban's on a different level, different planet, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been getting the 5 stars for years.
Yes.
Those guys, they're always stacked.
In Tuscaloosa, it is Saban is God.
Yep.
Yeah. He's on a different planet.
It's gonna be one of those things where he has to die before he'll die before he retires.
That's it. Hey, what did he say last year? 10 more years he's going to do? So I guess we'll see what happens. He's 70, I think he's 70. So coach until he's old.
You might say the same with Tom Brady too.
Yeah.
No shit.
Universal-
By the way, some of your guys' I've been watching your guys' TikToks, and I could see where you guys, when it started out as kind of like a social media platform sort of ordeal. I'm like, some of those fucking TikToks, man. I was like, man, the
talking
one
about-
the Marshawn Lynch on Omega.
The Omegals did the best for us, man. It was awesome, pretending to be like sports broadcasters and just going on Omegle and just basically broadcasting random people's lives you've never seen or heard of in your life.
I saw a couple of those. I was dying. What was it? Carson Wentz. I think you guys did a Carson Wentz. I was just, what the hell?
Yeah. The Omegle stuff, man. The Omegle stuff was kind of a game changer for us. It kind of, it helped us go viral a few times, which was fun.
Yeah, but that's what Doug was saying. You guys started over COVID when people were looking for entertainment, and that was perfect timing. I'd commend you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
The
first video we did, it was we started. It was like late at night. We were just kind of messing around, and the one video we posted, it was like a clown one or something. I think it was a guy wearing like a clown mask, and Doug day. Like I posted, I think that night or that morning, and Doug went back and he was like, "Dude, this has like 50,000 views." And we were.
It seems like that's how it happens too, though. That's what's weird about it all. Like the videos that go viral on the TikToks and even the Instagram. Some of the views that you get on your Instagrams, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like how?
Oh, you never know what's going to take off unless you post it. So it's just, and the videos that we think are going to kill it sometimes don't do well, and the videos that you don't expect to do well blow up. It's just an interesting algorithm.
It is, yeah. It's a crazy world.
Right. I guess we kind of got into it. What is the benefits like of the NIL program? Kind of get back on the serious note. The benefits of like the NIL for the athletes, for people who may not understand, because I hear both sides of, those guys shouldn't be getting it, they're getting scholarships, and then you hear, they can't make their money. What are the actual benefits? Like what would you say to stick up for the side that says, yeah, these guys need this, because you always got those opposers on the other side.
Well, first of all, listen, people who say that like these football players and stuff don't deserve money, these kids put people in seats on Saturdays, and you're going to tell them. To me, it's a little ridiculous. And to us, the NIL, it's just like, I mean, not these kids are busy in sports and, and we take that weight off their back and we help get them deals that you don't really have the time to do. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the benefit of us having it. And it gives the kids, opportunity to start making some money before they get to the league.
Right. Doug?
Yeah, no, and I think the same thing, not even just, NIL with us, but NIL in general, I guess I would say is, these kids, for years, like even kids that are veterans in this league, you know what I mean? Is just, if you can capitalize on your name, image, and likeness right now, whether it's a deal of a commercial like DJ Ukulele from Clemson on the Dr. Pepper commercials, and then the guy really doesn't pan out as well as everyone thought he would. I mean, these guys are capitalizing on their NIL right now, before they make it big. And if they don't make it big, at least they made $1 million before they look for a job elsewhere.
Right. And I like the opinion that Dan had about putting asses in seats, because honestly, that's who we're going to watch. We're going to watch the players.
Yeah.
And that couch quarterback that's sitting at home like, oh, those guys get the scholarship. Well, the scholarship don't pay for your living.
No.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it. How do you eat? You're not eating off a scholarship.
No.
You are not. No, you are not.
And that's what I mean. Like I said, obviously with the NIL, like I said, they get any type of deals, whether it's small endorsements, like they're getting free food. We're partnered with a company right now that's giving out, meal prep plans, basically to the top athletes that we have in our programs. And, you kind of earn it, man. Your play on the field and, maybe a little bit has to do with your social media following, but really with your play on the field and how well of an athlete you are is kind of tells time how you're going to get NIL contracts.
Right.
And what's better than for college kids who need to eat, and especially athletes, they get healthy food. So
right.
It's pretty good.
I guess kind of getting back on the Roman thing too. I saw something about the Roman NFT, which is becoming popular in all aspects of life right now. NFTs are huge. Can you kind of describe? I'm kind of new to that stuff too. The NFTs. I don't totally completely understand them. Kind of what it entails and what Romans entails as far as what you guys are coming out with. I'm not sure if you guys rolled that out. I know you guys advertised it though.
So it's not officially rolled out yet. No, we were working with an artist, actually, who's Dan's cousin. Has been, yeah, shout out Morgan. Yeah, so actually, she's been creating these type of drawings on an iPad, and basically made a cartoon character of Roman. A couple different series. We're going to drop a few different ones. You can make one of ones basically where somebody owns that one Roman Wilson NFT, right? But in order to buy or sell NFTs, you have to own it's either Ethereum or you have to own Polygon. It's one of the two from the blockchain. You transfer it over to a Coinbase wallet. It's a lot. It's kind of confusing if you're new to it, but you basically convert your money from crypto to a blockchain wallet. And with the blockchain wallet, you can go on to OpenSea, which is the website. Basically, it's like eBay for NFTs in a sense, OpenSea.io, and you basically can go on there and you can bid and you can buy, but you can also put incentives on the NFT. So these NFTs that we're going to make for Roman Wilson, we're putting incentives in there. So when someone buys one of these NFTs, whether it's a trading card or whatever type of NFT it is, if they buy that NFT, they have a chance to maybe go one-on-one with Roman Wilson, maybe have a catch with Roman Wilson, maybe meet him, maybe get an autograph package like a football, maybe a signed cleat, something like that. And it kind of brings more value to the player as well when you put those incentives in there.
Right. Right, that's actually something cool to offer. I've seen that with a couple of different Michigan players. I know Valiant's rolled out a couple with I think it was Donovan Edwards, JJ McCarthy, and just a chance to meet the player. I mean, we seen it on Saturday. You think I mean you kind of got to remember in your head, and especially with interviewing and stuff. I don't know if you guys could tell. Like I was a little bit nervous about it, but then you got to remember these guys are just kids, so this is probably overwhelming to them also.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you did pretty well for what you did, but I mean, yeah, you looked a little nervous, but I mean, that's everybody. If I was up there sitting on that stage, I'd be just as nervous as you were, man.
Right. Jason from Twisted Canvas just commented, what was that, a few minutes ago. He said Mickey Mantle, referring back to the Rutgers video you guys made.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know you're talking. Yeah. When we went to Rutgers and did street content.
I was dying at that. With the NFT, when do you expect that to roll out, the Roman NFT? I know you guys kind of like vaguely announced it kind of through a flyer, but when do you guys expect that to roll out?
So we're trying to roll that out early May. If everything goes well, putting transferring a lot of, your blockchains from your cryptocurrency wallets. It's a little bit of process. You have to pay some gas fees as well. So, we're working on getting a certain amount out. Roman wants some different designs, so we're still working on other stuff. Whether it's going to be one of ones or multiple NFTs of the same one. There's a lot of things to think of. So we already have the art. We're just thinking of a way to duplicate that art.
Right. Okay.
So we don't have an exact date yet, is I guess what I should say. So hopefully something.
What was that, Dan?
We're thinking. Doug said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is what's up. I can hear. It keeps cutting off.
No, I said hopefully in May we can get them out there.
I feel it, and hopefully there's more signings. I mean, just seeing that in a small town, I'm wondering how something like that would happen. If we were to take that to a Jackson or an Adrian or a bigger area. We just kind of did it for the small town, just kind of showing appreciation. But you just never know how many people are going to turn out in a bigger area. I mean, we've seen Hudson and any other athlete. I mean, you guys got a couple of freshmen from Michigan that I've seen. Maybe we could bring another event here soon. Jason was actually talking about it. So
yeah, we have Jimmy.
We could bring an event with a couple kids.
Yeah, that's kind of what he was talking. He wanted to get a couple of the younger guys out there that maybe people don't quite know yet. It'll get their feet in the water also.
We got to get RJ Moten. He's from our hometown where I'm at right now. We got to get him. Cornerback, feedback. We got to get him.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I would definitely be down with that. Anything you guys want to say? I kind of keep it brief for the night. It's the first edition of the Sportscast. Anything you guys want to say about Enterprise Sports and kind of give a send off?
Doug, you want to go?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, Cody, thanks again last week for an exciting event. Appreciate you guys reaching out and making everything happen. And that's just exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to continue to do these events, continue to do bigger events, and hopefully this leads to something great. Enterprise Sports, like Dan said, started in his mom's basement about an idea for a podcast, and we ended up here somehow. So it's just all been a dream, and the dream's still living.
Yeah, basically you just got to appreciate the journey. That's what I've learned. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you just got to take it day by day and, take everything in. We've done stuff that I didn't think we were going to do this early on. I remember talking about another thing we do. I'll just kind of plug it real quick. We do concert production and concert events. So we've been to schools all over the country working with doing concerts. Want to get up to Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is the spot we want to get to and do a concert event up there. But I mean, that's something we talked about the first night. We started this as well. So, to see things come to fruition, it's been unbelievably, humbling, and it's great. And we want to do more events up there with you guys. We want to do more events like that around the country. We're doing one in June, and we plan to do a lot more. But we appreciate you guys having us out there as well. We love meeting you guys. It was great.
Right. It was an awesome time. Very professional people here. If you guys want to check them out, Enterprise Sports on Instagram. You guys got 2 pages on Instagram. It's Enterprise Sports and Enterprise Athletics.
Yeah,
so Enterprise with a Z, everybody. Not with an S. He thinks we're a car rental company. We're not.
Definitely hit these guys up.
Yeah, we don't pick you up.
But definitely hit these guys up, even if you're out of state. I mean, these guys got athletes, like they said, around pretty much all 50 states. I mean, somewhere in the area, you'll find an athlete that you like through what these guys have to offer. These guys are very professional, and it was awesome working with you guys Saturday. It was definitely a pleasure. Yeah, thanks for joining us on the Cody Live podcast. I appreciate your guys' time, and maybe we can do it again soon.
Absolutely. Look forward to it.
I mean, guess just let me know. I'll be more than happy to jump on. You ever want to talk some sports? I can do that too.
Hey, I'm down with that. I'm always down with that. But we're gonna get in. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna get into the Roman Wilson interview from Saturday. Shout out to Enterprise Sports for helping make this happen. Twisted Canvas Tattoo, DJ Brody, the Cody Live podcast, and everybody that helped run sound and videography for this. It was awesome. Very good day. Yeah, we're going to get that started. Let me go to the share screen here. And here's Roman Wilson, everybody.
Hey, they're trying to steal my shine. Wait, hold up, no. You know I go hard for mine. Yeah, what? It's loud. Wait.
All right, good evening, guys. It's the Cody Live podcast. It's the first edition for sports, and we're doing it live at Twisted Canvas Tattoo in Hudson, Michigan, home of the Division A MHSAA state champ football team, the Hudson Tigers. Make some noise for yourselves. All right, today's guest, we got a special one. He's a Big Ten champ from the Aloha State, number 14, and you can catch him kicking ass on freaking Saturdays this fall. This is Roman Wilson. Everybody make some noise. All right, so we're going to start off. We're going to challenge you with this one. The Michigan Wolverines this year, you guys lost Josh Gaddis. I was just wondering, how is the offense adapting to the new offensive coordinator situation?
It's doing really good. As of right now, we got 2, which is Coach Weiss and Coach Moore. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work out in the long run, but they're both doing really good in practice, and they kind of take turns, calling plays and situations we're in. So it's really good. We're doing really good with it.
All right. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I want to see a repeat of last season, but we'll more step. And I have trust in that. But as a lifelong Wolverines fan, you guys broke the streak this year.
Yep.
The streak that every Michigander wanted to see that has been, tried and true as a Wolverine fan. How did that feel?
It's amazing feeling for me. So emotion and so much hard work been put in my, not even just this season, just something I've been working on for so long, over and over and over again. And it was just like, man, I knew we were going to do it, and just to go out there and do it is just amazing.
I had that faith. We were just watching highlights before this, and kind of the feeling. I mean, the owner of Twisted Canvas mentioned that he was almost in tears. It's just something that Michigan holds dear, and it's awesome. I guess that leads up to the next question about that game, and I'm not going to focus solely on that game for the whole interview. I promise. As Michigan and Ohio State fans, I guess we trash talk all year. You probably see it here on social media. You see that all year long. How is that leading up to the game as a player? Do you guys get in each other's inboxes? Do you guys beating each other up? Or
it's not something I do. There's got to be somebody out there that does it. But definitely before the game, it's mostly them. They mostly like to instigate it, and we just like to handle business. But we all know it's all talking. But once it gets to the field, that's what really matters.
Yeah, it's kind of all bark, no bite.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. I guess that leads into another question. What are your biggest focuses this year as a player, and what's your guys' focus as a team this year to get to that national title?
As a player, I want to be the best player I can for my team, and I want to do everything I can to get better, so the team can get better. Because no matter how far we went, we still got a couple more games to win, and that's the main focus is winning games.
Yep. That's something I seen a picture of Blake. What was it, Blake and JJ? And they're kind of watching the trophy presentation.
Yeah.
These guys got goals on their mind, and you just see a different type of hunger in you guys this year compared to past years. As a Michigan fan myself, putting up with the rich rod. Oh man. I guess with that, we had the VIP, the fan questions. Who had the podcast tickets? You got a fan question?
Sure. Was the pass in this game, was that worked on week of? You've been working on that all season? The one your touchdown score.
Yeah. The trick play, we practiced it probably a week or two, maybe not a ridiculous amount. It's something where you just kind of go out and you got to do it and do everything you can to execute it. And Donald does a great job, and I just did my job. That's all I did.
It was awesome.
All right, any more fan questions from the podcast? You guys got anything?
Sure. Do you have anyone or anything that we should look forward to this Michigan team, like as far as new guys or just new areas to look forward to this year?
Definitely right now, Mikey being able to play a bigger role in our team. He's already played a big role, but if he's able to be able to play both sides, offense and defense, be pretty legendary. And, not that many people can do that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me seeing Sanders still going to defense. I'm like, all right,
he's out there now.
Oh, yeah.
He put in work, so.
Yeah, it's a year for the receivers to shine. I will say that. You guys are to shine this year.
Yeah.
Any more podcast questions?
Do you have any inspirational words or wisdom to share with the kids in the room to be able to get highlight videos out there themselves someday?
You just got to believe in yourself, and you got to respect the people who support you the most. When I grew up, there was a guy I knew, my football coach, Vinny Passes. He always told me respect your mom. You respect both your parents, but mainly your mom, because she's always going to be there for you. And and if you don't believe in yourself, your mom's going to believe in you. So.
Totally agree with that. Any more questions for Roman? Anybody got something they want to add, or? Okie dokie. Anything you want to say about this upcoming year?
I'm just excited, man.
Get back on the field.
I just got done with spring ball. I just get I'm usually I don't want to go to fall camp. That's the last thing I want to do. But I'm very excited to get back to playing football again.
Right.
I got a little taste, and I just want some more.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see the hunger on the field. I seen the spring game. You guys all look motivated. It's a good feeling after all these years. We got a question over here.
I got a question. Excuse me. So, you think we're going to see the wide receivers more involved this year? Well, what's your sense, I guess, initially? I know, a lot of the games, once obviously Haskins was a workhorse. And, obviously, Donovan, he's going to be a tank too. So, it's like, what do you foresee,
I feel like even last year was the same thing. We have the capability to be an elite receiving corps. It just happens that we also have an elite running backs and best line in the country. So it's kind of hard to balance the two. I mean, I want to say yes because we're so good and we have the ability to do it. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see it and then look forward to it. Yeah,
I want to see it.
It's definitely it's possible now.
Yeah, I feel like the receivers are all there. I'm just like gotta hit the passes.
Yeah, we're getting there. And we look great in practice, by the way. It's all there.
Nice.
Yeah, we've seen that in spring ball. They look polished, man. They look polished. Any more questions before we conclude the podcast? Yeah.
Go ahead.
One more, and this is, I don't want you to stir the pot. From the outside looking in, everybody's like, oh, JJ, Cade. Is that a healthy thing? Are you comfortable with both of those quarterbacks leading the team? I mean, how's that from your perspective?
I think it's pretty healthy. I mean, it's always bad when you see guys competing like that. But, I mean, they're great in the locker room. They're great people to have, two great leaders on the team. And, going through the season and playing in games, I never really noticed too big of a difference when there was another quarterback in or, vice versa. So, yeah, it's healthy. It's great. So.
Well, let's beat Sparty this year, okay?
Yeah.
Let's beat Sparty this year.
That's the one on my mind for sure.
All right. How many crown wins you got on Fortnite?
Crown? Nah, I don't be counting them at this point, so.
All right.
How's Coach Harbaugh's energy in practice and games rub off on you guys?
He's crazy, bro. He's crazy in the game. And for the game, pregame, definitely, it rubs off on us. He just likes to, especially the QBs, he's yelling at him, hitting them in the helmet and stuff, getting them all crazy. So, yeah, he's great energy, great guy.
All righty, if there's no more fan questions, I'd just like to conclude the broadcast. I want to give a big shout out to Twisted Canvas Tattoo, Enterprize Athletics, all you guys, the Hudson football team, as well as everybody who bought the podcast ticket to be here for the first edition of it. And most of all, Roman Wilson for being with us today. It's really awesome to come to this small town, and it's a big thing here. It's cool, man. It's cool. I definitely conclude everything tonight. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been the first edition. Thank you, Roman Wilson, and good night, everybody.
Loose soul going crazy. Never stop, never settle. I got Henny all in my cup. I'm on top, I'm on a level, yeah. I'm tryna